Welcome back, trainers. So let's go ahead and take a look at some more Go Battle League battles, continuing to use Shadow Mawile, of course, and then we're going to be using Hypno again. We did make quite a few videos back in, I do believe, Season 1, and now we're going to go ahead and revisit Hypno again because, well, meta is kind of shifting and I want to switch it up and not keep using the same team. And we're going to be using regular Shiftry. Now, Shadow is great. It does a lot of damage. It's just, there's too much pressure when you're going up against quick moves that are doing super effective damage. Is way too classy, and I found that the regular Shiftry is just going to be, performing a little bit better, tankier, and the damage is obviously not the same, but doing great. So that is the reason why I'm using the regular Shiftry here. So for the Hypno, I am going to be running Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. I do have a Scythe Strike, which is going to be a legacy right now. Maybe Niantic might make it just available to everybody in the future. But the thing about Hypno is, yes, it did use Confusion, and it is super effective because the opponent really never knows exactly what move you're going to have. For the most part, they can guess that you have probably Fire Punch. Going up against a Azumarill, they can guess that you have Thunder Punch, but, you could have Focus Blast, you could have Shadow Ball, you could have Ice Punch to take out Altaria. You never know exactly what they're going to have, so it is leaving the opponent questioning whether or not they should use a shield, and maybe Hypno is going to be pretty good to get shield out of your opponent because of that mystery. But once you do reveal your moves, I mean, you're going to obviously know what you're going to have, and you're going to be put in a bad situation a lot of times with that Hypno if you do have a double punch, say going up against a, I don't know, not necessarily a little Marowak because Confusion is still doing pretty good. And Hypno is so tanky, but a Shadow Ball will hurt you quite a bit. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at these battles to see what we have going on here. I haven't really been performing too well. I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm just going to say straight up, though, I'm kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily being careless, but I'm overcharging when I have no shields and getting taken out with a bunch of energy. And just making bad calls, a little bit of lag here and there, getting a little tilted, and then I start messing up my rest of my sets and things like that. But as far as algorithm goes, yeah, it's there, but yeah, we're not going to go down that route, right? It's just, you got to work around it, you got to figure out what you need to do. So I found that this team was pretty good. So basically how it's going to work, we have Mawile on the front to do whatever it needs to do up against super effective, Fire Fang damage. And then if we need to swap, say there's an Azumarill lead, we do have the Hypno we can go into with Thunder Punch. And then we'll have the Shiftry that decide to switch out. And then we'll be able to line up that Shiftry later on with the Azumarill, right? So we have another Shadow Mawile. Let's go. They decide to swap into Azumarill. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Shiftry right away so we can have an even energy advantage here. And of course, Ice Beam. So what we're going to do is build up to 2 of these Leaf Blades and hit these back to back. And then what we're going to do after that is let them go ahead and get off another Ice Beam. We're going to shield that up, and then we're going to build up a lot of energy to another 2 more Leaf Blades. And then we're going to either take them out, and if they decide to shield again, okay, but we'll see. Usually I'll just be able to take them out, and then the Shiftry is just going to be standing there without a shield, but we might be able to get off damage. They decide to let it go, and we're going to be going for a Leaf Blade here onto the Mawile, and we're going to swap into our Mawile immediately and go for the Power Up Punch. Now, the Mawile versus Mawile mirror match is a weird one. It definitely is a weird one. If you've ever played it before, you've hit the Power Up Punch and they don't shield and they still take you out. Yeah, that happens. It's Fire Fang's quick to do the damage. And not only that, but we have the issue with the Go Battle League currently where you use a charge move and then you stop. You're still. So you have to take that risk in missing a quick move or two. So basically, you get off a charge move, then the opponent's going to be able to, most of the time, immediately attack while you're left sitting there for a few, well, not a few seconds, but a second or so, which is a quick move or two. And that makes all the difference in a lot of matchups, as you all may know. In Go Battle League, things get very close, and having these little hiccups here and there like that is very game-changing. So we're having to work around it by building up to 2 charge moves and whatnot. So it's kind of a bit of an issue. So that is something that is also playing into the effect here. But anyways, on to the next match. We're met with a Skarmory. This is great. This was one of my better sets today, just to let you know. And then we're going to take a look at some bonus battles after the set that we're taking a look at here. So they're switching into the Galarian Stunfisk. Gonna go ahead and let that Rock Slide go through. Earthquake is a useless move to use up against Skarmory. I wouldn't say necessarily useless, but we're resisting it, and it's just going to be more efficient to go for Rock Slides, right? So we're shielding this one up because I will probably KO us. We want to stay healthy with all this energy here, and so we can get off 2 of these. They're deciding to use their first shield. That was their second one. We decide to let this go. Okay. Interesting. We want to save a shield, I think. We want to just farm down with Mawile. Great. We have a bunch of energy here. They're bringing in Meganium, so we need to fire up that Fire Fang immediately here so we can do as much damage as possible. We're already almost to 2, so now we're doing a lot of damage with our Fire Fang. Now the question is, do we want to shield this up? I think I do. And I think they might be able to get to another one pretty quick here. Nope, we're able to take him down. I think we're able to take the Skarmory down too. Look at the Fire Fang damage. And we're going to vamp it up one more time. Let's go. My gosh. And Mawile taking the Skarmory out with that Fire Fang. Alrighty. So let's see what we have going on for the next match. So Hypno is so tanky. That's why it's going to be pretty reliable. You see no Azumarill here. You kind of want a tank on your team, and this is it. Shiftry squishy. Mawile is squishy, but it has good resistances, so that's what's working with it regarding that. But yeah, that's why I just don't want to run Shadow Shiftry anymore. Maybe from time to time, and it is fun, but my gosh, it can't take a hit for anything. So this is, let's see how this plays out here. This is actually horrible. Okay, yeah, this is one of the not too favorable matchups at all, and this is one of those situations I was talking about when you have the double kind of punch going on. I mean, if you're running Focus Blast, more power to you. You don't really see too many Registeel, but Bastiodon is appearing more and more. I am seeing that, but it's not too much of an issue for me using the Mawile usually, as well as Shiftry can dig into it quite fast as it can spam those Leaf Blades really fast. So I don't know. I think I messed up here because I'm not using my shields. So I'm just letting everything go through. I'm like, when do you want to start using your shields? You're going to put all your money on Shiftry here. And I guess, you know, that works too. But check this out. I let this one go through too. Like, come on. Yeah, we know it's not very effective, but I mean, it's getting pretty close. And they have 2 shields too. So if I would have shielded that up, could have potentially had a chance here, but I kind of messed all that. Actually, never mind. This guy's still got 3 Pokemon here. Nah, this is a game over. Maybe a better chance. Maybe a little bit of a better fight. But I decided to go down with 2 shields. Okay. All right. Anyways, so that was the loss for the set, unfortunately. We could have made it to 5, but I decided to not use my shields there. And let's see what we have. A little old Mudkip. You can get shiny Dinos through here. And we're going to be gaining a decent amount of points. As you can see, we're kind of stuck around the 2200 range. Like I said, you know, we're kind of not trying hard right now. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's just so laid back with the point system that I'm like, oh, I'll get there. But if I keep doing this and procrastinate, by the time, you know, the next season's rolling around, I'm like, oh crap, what have I been doing? So I better get that going because I do want that pose really bad. So taking a look at some of these bonus rounds here, we're going to have a different moveset. We have Shadow Ball and Fire Punch on this one. And here we go again with that kind of, you know, you're going to be stuck with Hypno. Yes, it can be great as a Swiss Army knife. But Bastiodon is going to be walling it here pretty well. Of course, Focus Blast would be great, obviously. But, I mean, what are you going to run? Focus Blast and Fire Punch, and you go up against an Azumarill, and you're dead in the water, right? The only thing you can rely on is your confusion damage at that point. So going in here with Mawile, we want to just vamp this up, as well as super effective damage to that Steel and Rock type. They have 1 shield, and we have 1 shield as well. And the Smackdown doing okay damage. We do resist it, but again, squishy with the Mawile. We're able to actually take them out. In comes Toxicroak. We finish him off with Fire Fang. In comes Meganium, and we chip into that thing quite nicely. Going in here with the Shiftry. Unfortunately, they do have an energy advantage, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and let this first one go through. Fantastic. And then just charge up our energy without stopping it and just hitting that first one because of the pause that we do have currently. Getting off that Leaf Blade and getting off another one, expecting that shield right now. There we go, but I'm going to be able to make it to another one here, and we do have that shield left, so this is fantastic, and this is going to be that win condition by saving that shield and getting to another Leaf Blade and taking out the Meganium. Let's get it. Shiftry put it in work. Let's go. I know this video is like about Hypno, and it's like, Mawile, putting in work, Shiftry, putting in work, Hypno, the sidekick. No, it's not even like, see, Hypno holds the team together. You know, it's great. It gets stuck in some bad situations, but it's fantastic. So many different moves that you can run with. I see a lot of comments. Sorry if I don't respond anymore too much, guys. It's just, with the dog and other things on the side and the projects, it's just becoming overwhelming at this point, because I do have a lot more people commenting, even asking me like, what team comp should I do with this moveset? It's like, oh man, as much as I want to answer everybody, I can't, sorry. But hopefully one of my commenters can help you guys out, or maybe I might eventually see it. So anyways, we're going to go in here with Shifter and Farm. We're going to have to shield, or not. Ooh, that was nice. We are loaded. There's nothing better than a loaded Shifter with full health and 2 shields. Are you kidding? Do we have 2? Yeah, oh yeah. So they have the Dugong here, and yep. Quick moves are hurting, but that doesn't matter. We have our normal Shiftry. We can take those quick moves and just shield this up. Icy Wind, lower my attack. That's fine. Shiftry said, what do you mean lower my attack? I'm still at normal attack. So we're going to be able to take that thing out. And then in comes the Azumarill, and I'm thinking I need to reset that and go in here with our other Azumarill counter, which is Hypno. All right, buddy, time to shine. Show them what you can do. This is going to be a great winning condition for you as well. You can tank the Hydro Pump. I mean, let's see. Look at this. Look at that. That's plenty of health left to continue on with Confusion and or get off another Thunder Punch. Look at that. Just great. We're left with a sliver of health, and we're able to take that win there. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on, and I will be keeping you up to date on Pokemon Go and Pokemon Go news, as well as bringing you some more battles. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. No Dino this time. All right. And we'll try to bring up that rank, guys. We need that blue pose. That thing is awesome. Take care.
was